All right. What's going on, everybody? Amelia and I are just taking a little scroll. Say hi, everybody, to Amelia, and Amelia, say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
So, what we're doing today is testing out my new configuration of a wheelless trailer so that when I do trips or when Amelia and I want to do trips without the trailer for a weekender, we have a place to store all of our bags and other little trinkets that we want to take with us on the trip or essentials that we want to take. So this is its first maiden voyage, and I am pretty excited about it. How's it looking so far, Amelia?
Oh, it looks good.
It's good.
Oh, yeah.
So what other than that are you seeing?
So y'all can't see it quite yet, but it's like a nice all black case. I like the silver kind of accents that it's got. It really matches the chrome pieces that you've got really well. It's not too much. It's not like a giant trunk, even though it's got a lot of storage space, so it doesn't like overwhelm the bike, and it doesn't kind of look disproportionate to the bike that you've got and like the back end. So it fits really well, and I think it matches your kind of aesthetic really well. Just because, like, it's a younger, kind of cool, sleek look, and I know Heartstopper's kind of got that vibe going for her as well.
Yeah. Yep. Envy does. And one thing about, I didn't want to go super big. I know some people probably think, well, how much weight, do you have in it? And, does it scrape when you go over certain areas of, like, if you're going in your driveway and those things. So that's what I am testing out now. But my big bro Slappy, all right, let's move. My big bro Slappy actually came up with a configuration that would lift your, your wheelers trailer or your tour box up off the ground a little bit. So reach out there to Slappy Adventures. I put a link to his YouTube in the bio. So like I said, this is our maiden voyage with it. I'm going to go into a little bit more detail of how I have it set up here in a second. But for now, I want to see what it looks like going down the road. I do have luggage in it right now. I don't feel any sway. The wind is kind of a little bit high, as you can see from the trees there. We have a crosswind. I like the fact that it's not as wide as the bike, but it's not super small. It looks like it fits. You can see the wind there trying to push me over. Anybody that rides a Goldwing already know how that goes.
And I'll say this too, it's not giving a whole lot of bounce, it's not giving a whole lot of dance, it's really looking stable back there.
Main thing of what I'm getting at is that you can see the brake lights. So if you do have one on there, you can say, well, the traffic behind you can still see your indicators and when you're stopping. So it's not going to be blocking and impeding people from noticing what you're doing.
Right.
And for the majority of us, we do have lights on our trunk as well.
Traveled a little bit on it, we've seen what it looks like, and we see that there's not a whole lot of bounce to it. I do have weight as well in here to simulate if I was going on a trip. So I did buy the case off of eBay. I will put a link in the bio to it. They're not that expensive, and when you do, you can see different sizes, right? I think from a 45 liter, a 65 liter, 80 liter, and 100 liter. Me personally, I would not recommend going any larger than this 80 liter here. And what I wanted to talk about is a little bit about what it is, right? So it is also removable. You can see down here that there's a lock They come with 2 keys, and those keys will lock this to the plate that's on the bottom, so that if you want to use it on different areas, whether you have a certain bike that has a little rack on the back of your bike, you can fasten it to that, which makes it universal, which I do like that as well. But I just have it locked because for what I have, the Rivco, I can release it from the 2 pins. So with the 2 pins released, then I can take the entire case and the hitch off of it, so that when you get to your hotel and you're riding around town, you don't have to lug this around. So how does it look like, what does it look like, excuse me, in the inside of it? So it releases. I like the durability of the lock and the key to release on there. It is water resistant as well, with a nice seal around it. So now you can see in the inside, I have a bag here. I have a couple of shoes that I like to take, especially if I'm going on a professional trip. So let's see, we can take those out. I have a bag here with snacks, and then I also have my duffel bag as well. So now that I'm gonna have all those different things back in there, it has these types of little pockets that are at the top here. I don't want to open it up too much just because of the back of the trunk. You all probably will not have that much of an issue, just for the simple fact that I do have a trunk relocator on my bike. So my trunk is back 4 inches and up 1.5 inches for more comfortability for Amelia. Under it locks onto this. Let's talk about how I have the Rivco cooler rack from Rivco. I have the pins also at the front that comes with Rivco, that you can just take everything out. Remember that the box itself comes with a plate that it will lock onto. I will show you guys pictures of that as well, so you can see what I'm talking about. And then I bolted that down to the Rivco cooler rack. And once it's bolted down on there, I brought it all the way to the front, made sure it was nice and even, which it was a very simple task. I also make sure that it lined up with the front. Reason being is so that your ball for your trailer does not hit the back, and I have it just perfect there. And so far I have not had any issues. All right, so now that we went through how I installed it, you've seen a little bit about how it looks going down the road. You see that I do have weight and a full duffel bag from where I just got back from a medical conference all the way up in Chicago, while using my other cooler rack, which this one here is bigger than that one, but also just for more room. Would I recommend getting this box? I like it so far. Again, I have not went on a trip yet with it. This is my first maiden voyage, but I do like the quality of what I'm seeing here. I do like the reviews of what I have seen online, and especially a lot of folks who are in Europe use this, and they have a lot of good reviews for it. If you know anything about Rivco, you know that Rivco is top of the line. Their quality is there as well. That was one of the reasons that I made sure that I used Rivco. Remember, when you think about weight, remember what that Rivco hitch or the cooler rack is made for. It's to hold a cooler that has ice and that has a lot of weight to it, and also anything else that you would put into that ice, right? Like your drinks when you're doing these long trips. I have done, with this Rivco hitch, I have probably about 11,000 plus miles with my cooler rack on the back of this. My first trip was when I went to Las Vegas, from here in Kentucky to Las Vegas and back, fully loaded with my big bro Slappy. So Would I recommend the Rivco cooler rack? Absolutely, I would. That's the way I would go, just because that's what I know. I hope this video has helped you guys understand how I did it, why I did it, and to help you, everybody who's given a lot of comments about my cooler rack, my previous one, and hope that it was able to give you some justification.